nasa barilan, gusto ko basketball naman.
The NBA 2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our best 2K TV moments of 2K20. And first looks.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show. Tonight, we'll be watching the...
Guys, matinding laban to, guys. Hindi natin alam ano mangyayari.
Well, James Harden is... No doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. You take a look at Los Angeles.
Let's go. Ito na, guys. Ito na.
We're near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And, of course, Houston down 5 spots from them.
And, you know, for the Lakers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep
guys,
run,
panis, guys. First score, panis.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run,
guys.
but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt.
Huli ka, bata. Huli ka, bata ulit.
For the Lakers. Antetokounmpo out there with Davis. And it's LeBron James. Then there's Avery Bradley.
Uy, iwan, guys.
The point guard position.
Uy, sumabay. Guys.
Flex
tayo, guys. Flex na tayo.
And there's late in the season, Clark, for non-playoff contending teams. Really, there's nothing to lose. The pressure is...
Ha? Nakalive ulit ako.
Gone. You can let it rip, can't you?
Yeah, there's a freedom that you can play with when you don't have the pressure or the expectation of being a playoff team. And sometimes that allows you to play your best basketball because there is nothing to lose.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this...
Nakalive ulit ako.
Early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today.
Okay.
You can bank on that.
Nangalin.
Now here's Westbrook. He had 25 points in the win against the Utah Jazz.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists.
Nanonood, 0 viewers pa nga akin dito.
Everybody in the mix.
Here's Houdini following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Here's Houdini, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot.
Balik mo sa simula.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season.
Meron.
Rockets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
Oo. Ang ganda pa naman ng mga ginagawa ko. Kala ko nanonood ka. Panoorin mo simula. Panis.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Panis na nga sa akin itong mga to eh.
Exceptional strength. Harden is so smart at creating opportunities to get to the free throw line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And both free throws good for James Harden. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to
Nice
ever
passing, guys.
play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard.
Yan guys, may first viewer natin. Shoutout sa'yo. Mahal na mahal kita.
Put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Here's Westbrook. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And the call will go against Houdini. That is his first foul of the game. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Westbrook.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
To the inside. That shot, no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. They won their last game against the Rockets.
Oh, great goodness! That was effective. Nothing out of the ordinary there for LeBron. I mean, insane athleticism.
Now here's Harden. A 29-point game for him in the win against Utah.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Houdini passes to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
I'll tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on him.
Oh! Oh!
Here's
Siniraan ako.
Another
Basta.
miss by Westbrook.
Sige mo sa akin. Dadakdakan ko na itong mga to. Sabi.
He's trying his best, giving great
Sundutan
effort.
ako. Uy, foul!
Little has gone his
Walang
way.
foul!
And out of bounds as the Rockets
Walang
gain
foul,
possession.
man!
Here is Harden, providing around 26.5 points a game.
Huli ka,
Really has
bata.
an off night. And the Lakers
Alam,
decide
nag-time
to
out.
take their first
Ba't
time
naman
out
ganun,
here.
pare? Tanggalin yung coach. Ba't tinatanggal yung coach dito? Bobo. Joke lang.
A moment here to check out some of the stats for James. Averaging about 11 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another
Foul.
level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
The Lakers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2.
Late ka 5 minutes.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics.
Shout out
Impressive numbers.
sa first viewer natin. Mahal naman kita po.
And the basket is
Oo
good.
lang, sapat na.
Harden's got 6.
You always got to track hard, and a elusive player who knows how to get it done inside.
Foul!
Westbrook with
Oo,
the block.
nakakala ko dun eh.
Jackson against Giannis. Jackson passes to Westbrook.
Asa.
His 3-pointers off the mark.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Houdini passes to Davis. Here's Houdini. And
Foul.
that one clearly a
Grabe
foul. Gets
yun.
the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Mga panakit mga player sa tukay.
Now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Westbrook.
It's a concerning trend for him.
Di ka
whether he's lost
nanonood?
some strength or just isn't
Di ka nanonood?
putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to. He's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And
Tingin?
that's something that needs to change. And doing a good job getting to the line
0 na viewers ko, baliw.
and capitalizing.
Exactly.
Oh,
I
ano?
mean, that's what's helped them
Ba't
build
ganun
this early
zero?
lead.
And Westbrook throws it down.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
He gets it in there. He has 6.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty. when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Here's Houdini. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Second chance shot. Back to Bradley. 6 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here.
Layo niyan, pare. Grabe yun, no?
Rebounded by Houston. Cabela's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Jackson with it. He's picked up by James.
Grabe yung laban na to. Intense. Hindi ko na ma-comprehend. I can contain. My God.
And it's Westbrook again missing.
Well, you know, for
Kaya ko yun mga araw eh. Yung mga teacher sold ako. Hindi nila lang mamangangag na mali. Kahit ko lang. Ginagawa ko yung dati.
As a player and decision maker.
Laban siya, Westbrook.
8 points for him.
Oh my God, wow. Ayos,
Well, I like how Capella stays one step ahead of the posse on defense.
Bring him, bro. Bring him, bro. Iwan na to, bro. Bro, huwag ka sumabay, bro. Hindi mo kaya. Hindi mo kaya niyan. Nagawang tuwa yung mga kampi ko. Ako din pala. Sumatanong pala ako yun. Sa likod.
Timeout called the Rockets. Clark, you were such a terrific athlete growing up, and it must be fun for you watching your kids.
Magaling pa ako sa mga dyan mga araw.
Your
Mga 2 years old ako. May video pa ng mama ko.
It really is one of the great blessings and treats of my life to see our kids grow and develop as people, but also to enjoy different sports. Our boys play basketball and soccer, and our daughters play volleyball, all played in college and so on. And so it is great. Anytime you see your kids find their lane, enjoy running in it, and do well in that lane, it's joy indescribable.
Binakbakan na natin, guys. Padong madali eh.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Well, that might be fair, Greg, but I wouldn't want to take away from what he did in that last game. I mean, let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on, no matter how you decide to frame it up.
Hindi na ako, guys. Huling nga to, di ba?
Shot clock at 6.
Di ba, huling nga. Guys, takbo guys, patamad nyo naman. Oo, di ba? Tapos tignan. Malagi tayo sa Jarian yan, pag ganyan.
Kumpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Here's Collison.
Yan, nakatira. Pero hindi ko siya. Hindi mo sa akin, para malagi tayo. Yan na.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
The plan of attack is
obvious.
Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to
nice
adapt.
pick.
I mean, that's 10
Uliga pa rin.
points
Oh
now
my God.
inside.
And that one, no good to start.
Wait lang, guys.
Off on the night. Houdini passes to Antetokounmpo. Here's Houdini. 1:16 left in the first quarter. Rebounded by Capella.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Some good defense in the NBA, so let's check out the leaders. The Lakers, number 1.
Points allowed is one of the key indicators for good defensive effort. And this team does a nice job because they force opponents into tough shots. They don't allow easy shots. They're all on the same page. They're aggressive. They're focused. They pay attention to detail. And for 48 minutes, they're going to make their opponents uncomfortable.
Buttons checked in for Houston.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense in no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
They pounded.
But
The ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to
throw.
collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Here's Vincent. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Utah Jazz. 6 on the shot clock. Collison, the pass to Felicio. Houston needs to get a shot. And up the floor again for the Lakers running the court.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Now, here's
guys, mapupunin yung take-over meter natin.
Pass to Clemens.
Uli ulit.
Another steal. And here they come.
Nasa ulit.
Here's
Puno na.
Antetokounmpo.
Hindi
And
pa pala.
Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Uli guys. Wala ang take-over natin guys. Miscalculations.
And he makes the first.
Only is the night when I'm not ready.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
The three from Joseph. Go!
Pumasok, grabe yun. Kaya ko din yun nung araw, makinder ako.
Lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer. That'll do it.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a
ng grades ng
as we
teacher
bring the
natin
quarter
guys.
to a close. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years in a welfare orphanage in Switzerland. He said he never imagined he'd come this far.
As a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about that far. I would say that's even past my dreams. I mean, now I'm just living the moment, trying to work hard as I can, and just enjoy the present. Enjoy the present.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's
Pasok na tayo guys, di na mapaghintay.
He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Ito na guys. Bigyan mo sa kanya bola. Isolation move. ISO. Sundiwan kami dito. Guys, ako na talaga pinamataas dito. Huli to. Hindi wala.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride it as far as they can take.
And we got an update here, so let's catch up.
Tinirahan.
Hey, Kevin, Houdini in that last game against the 76ers played some superb ball. He scored 53 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. Kevin, we'll see what he's got to tonight.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this.
Grabe yun, halimbaw.
That he can build on that prior success.
A lot of different ways, Clark, to construct a roster. What would be your preference as a general manager? Any direction you might want to go?
Well, obviously, if you have an opportunity to get an outstanding franchise-type point guard or versatile wing player in today's game, I think those are the pieces that you really need to start with.
Because there's so much spacing and so much switching on defense.
Exactly, and I failed to mention a two-way player at that wing spot who can defend multiple positions, but also has a pretty strong offensive skill set.
And a moment now to look at the stats for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Over the last month, he has been spectacular, averaging about 23 points per, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Harden surveying the D, shoots over Bradley. Harden, no good.
You know, scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down, and he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Here's Westbrook, and it's one. Maybe he's ready to get back on track. Westbrook's got 11 points.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Houdini passes to Bradley. Here's Houdini, guarded by Harden. To the paint, here's Antetokounmpo. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Nice.
Westbrook with it.
Oh.
He's got 11.
Huli.
Grabe. Big time jam as he slides right over Davis.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk right there, guys.
That one good for 2.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Outside Jackson. And the 3 off target.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Down low. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And Bradley gets it to go.
Champion
the last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's Harden, and he drops it away off the glass. He's got 8.
Guys, it's hard to shake Harden off his game. He's so strong and skilled. He keeps his balance right where he needs it.
Here's Houdini. Here's Giannis. The feed to Davis. It's stolen by Capella. Jackson kicks to Harden. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. And that's now 10 points for James Harden. Here's Houdini. Oh, and that one, no question.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get ugly. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
36 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Clock at 6. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Kept alive. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got 9.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Where that pass was going, that is a brutal turnover.
12 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And the call will go against Houdini. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
No, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
And, you know, after being a sixth man during the beginning of his career, Harden has blossomed into a big-time star. He's a top-tier combo guard in this league now.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this.
Nanonood ka pa ba? Pinatay mo na. Mga tambay pala sila. Dami nilo. Okay, live ko. YouTube. Jajaw.
It's been a clinic out there by Houdini.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Marvin Williams is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Jackson in at the small forward.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. They've been absolutely dominant.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Inside, Antetokounmpo.
Grabe guys, ang lakas ko.
And you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, his build
is
platinum level, and he knows how to kick his game up a gear too.
Outside Westbrook.
Huli ka talaga, bobo ka.
Another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Giannis with some nice D.
Starting slow in this half. 0 for 3 so far.
Houdini pitches to Davis. Stolen by Harden.
And
it's the Rockets on the break. Harden's got the ball. It's tipped. It's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession.
Nainapang nila lang. Harden, nag-skandal ka kasi.
Jackson up top, covered by Giannis. Over Giannis.
Offensively, the struggles continue. 0 for 5 to start the half.
And he gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
That's their 3rd straight make off of the 6.
Houston making some changes. Felicia's checked in for Williams. And Martin subbed in for Justin Jackson. That free throw, good from Houdini.
Well, you know, it's hard to overstate the impact that Giannis has on the floor with this play. I mean, he gives you so much at both ends of the floor, offense and defense, and really draws a lot of attention from the opposing team.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Lakers.
Outside Brent. Here's Houdini. He's covered by Westbrook. The efficiency of Giannis. Clark, that's just the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. For years, people were asking, how scary is Giannis going to be? Well, we've got our answer in the form of he's a nightmare.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow.
But I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there. That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
Collison against Bradley. Collison the pass to Clemens. Here's Houdini. Up and in. Houdini's got 7 now in this quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Here's Clemens. They get it again. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Clemens. Capella trying to free himself up. Count that one. He's got 6.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Udah kabar. Jadi
Here's Young. And Antetokounmpo schemes it in.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. And the Lakers making a change here. Joseph's checked in. Williams, he's checked in for the Rockets. Here's Collison. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. A three-pointer is right on target.
And Collison, I think, is at his best when he's shooting the ball from a set position. More of a speed.
Sensational.
Another night, another 40 points in the books for him. What a season.
Greg, you're right. He is edging ever closer to the second-place mark for most 40-point games in a year. That bucket in no time at all.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Here's Felicio. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Collison's got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, great recognition from Collison. That's what good point guards do. Make nice passes.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Hits, count that one. Houdini's got 44. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Lakers?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Pass to Clemens. Shot to stop the run. Hits it from three-point range. 12 points for him.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
It's really easy to understand why this team thinks so highly of Antetokounmpo. I mean, a smart player, he takes high percentage shots, and he's team first in his approach.
Giannis against Collison. Outside Martin. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Felicio. And the layup's good off the glass. Felicio's got 4 this quarter.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Here's Houdini. Backed in off the glass.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now here's Collison. He's guarded closely, and the call will go against Houdini. That's his 5th foul. So for the Rockets, Jackson comes in for Williams, and Vincent subbed in for Martin. Here's Clemens. It's good, the assist this time from Jackson.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Houdini passes to Robertson. Another possession, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Houston's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. 1:52 left to play in the third. Collison the pass to Jackson, and the shot goes in.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Davis is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. The Rockets also changing it up. Marvin Williams is checked in for Felicio. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Darren Collison. Zone defense, Clark, being played now by a lot of teams. It's amazing that even with that, the point totals just continue to rise.
And you know what? I attribute the point totals continuing to rise to a couple of things. One, the volume of three-point shots that are being taken. And I think teams are playing at a little faster pace universally. You don't see as much walking the ball up the floor as I think you may have seen years back.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
For 3, Westbrook. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
And got it! Another basket.
And you know what him reaching 50 points means. He's moved up another spot.
Yep, the second spot, Greg, is his alone now for most 50-point performances in a year. To the middle. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Iguodala. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Off on the layup.
Well, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
Clemens, defended by Robertson. Here's Williams. Basket counts. Williams has got 7 points.
And at 6'9" now, Williams is a threat to score the ball inside, so you got to keep him out of the paint.
The offensive rebound. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now we take a look at D'Antoni talking to his...
Now, it's not going to go right every time.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Houdini is out there, Robertson. And there's Iguodala and Tinsley at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Robertson the pass to Houdini. And the rejection by Jackson. And stolen by Gordon. Inside, looking to end his cold spell, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Shot clock at 6. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg. They've allowed from point-blank range.
Hindi, ampun na pala yung shot at siya.
He's checked
Pero
in for
ano,
Justin Jackson.
nagpasabi ng dugo yun kasi para-pares na naman kami yung plate ng dugo eh. So alam bakit.
Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter start.
Uli nga. Hindi naman freestyle yung dribbling of the speed.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Russell Westbrook is...
Ah, sino ba? Awit. Dito yung mga pag-81 points. Yan, pwede pa. Pwede pa. Pwede pa, guys. Kata natin manduro yung mga tanga-tangang player. Patuloy. Siya rin kasi may scandal. Kaya, medyo matikas to.
On the free throw, no good. And with Clint Capella, it's easy to see what an important piece of this team he is.
Yeah, it really is, guys, because when he's off the floor, there's a clear difference in how his team plays. I mean, he fits in so well and gives the Rockets exactly what they need, finishing at the rim out of pick and rolls, and then a terrific rim protector as well.
Here's Houdini.
Malaksak sa blay.
And too long on the shot. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Rockets. Here's the break. Here's Houdini. Finish off the break. Houdini's got 59 points.
Can't be casual or lazy with the ball around Joseph. This guy is really good at understanding when to go after the steal.
And here's Harden for 3. That shot is off. And it's the Lakers the other way. Shot by Joseph, no good.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Here's Houdini. He's covered by Collison. Here's Houdini. Rebounded by Jackson.
Yeah, that was $1 million crossover to free him up. But that finish, I'd give him 50 cents.
To the paint, here's Collison. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Houdini. To the inside, Rodriguez, and Capella sends it back.
This is the real strength of Capella's game now. Outstanding at using his length and athleticism to block shots.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Harden's shot is off.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Here's Houdini. Yeah, another bucket.
Make that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Okay. The Lakers making a switch here. Tinsley's checked in. Martin's in the post. He's covered by Iguodala. Martin kicks to Collison. And there's the pass to Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Bangs home the trifecta. Gordon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Houdini, and he goes big with the dunk right over Allen Williams.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move.
Well, I tell you what, he deserves to do some collar popping after that sequence.
Here's Houdini, and he lays it straight in.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Oh, udah ya.
Here's Collison.
Oh,
Williams
panis.
trying to break free. Collison, good.
Sensing the opportunity there, Collison sneaking inside for the finish.
Here's Houdini. And a lot of contact on
Naglago
that
ko
one.
pa
So
na
he'll
itong
shoot
mga
two
tao.
here.
Hindi ko daw.
That free throw
Sorry
by
daw.
Houdini. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for the Lakers. Both free throws good from Houdini. There's a minute 40 left here in the fourth quarter. And here's Collison. Pass to Hernandez. Williams dishes to Collison. Passes to Hernandez. And the call will go against Houdini.
Scalded.
And he knocks down the first one.
Davis is really the total package. A mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
And both free throws good for Davis. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Bye guys. Okay.